Okay, let's talk about Pythagorean triples. Now, you may not have ever heard of them before, but they're really quite easy to sort of get your head around. A Pythagorean triple is basically three whole numbers that will satisfy Pythagoras' theorem. So here I've got three numbers. I've used them before. Obviously the 5 will be the C part of the triangle, and the other two will be the other two sides. Let me just delete these bits. I don't know why they're there. Okay, so there's our formula, our Pythagoras' formula, and we know that it will end up being 5 squared is equal to 3 squared plus 4 squared. Well, let's have a look and see if this is actually true. That's the left-hand side, 5 squared. 5 squared is 25. The right-hand side, well, 4 squared plus 3 squared is equal to 16 plus 9, which is 25. So we can say that the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side, and that 3, 4, and 5 form a Pythagorean triple, which is really nifty, right? Because if you had a question like that, you wouldn't have to really show you're working out. You could just go straight to the answer. And in fact, if you know some Pythagorean triples, if you get any multiple, like for example, look, 6, 8, and an unknown, well, you could go, you know what? Well, this is just 3 times 2, and this is just 4 times 2. So this should be 5 times 2, and it should equal 10. We can prove that, of course. We can use our calculator, and we can do the square root of 6 squared plus 8 squared will equal 10. There it is. So even if it was multiplied by a factor of 5, those three numbers would work as a Pythagorean triple. Okay, so it's important to know about these Pythagorean triples. It's important to know if you see them that you can do things a little quicker. You can also do some other stuff with them. Let's have a look. What if you're given a question like this? You're told that there is a Pythagorean triple, but the smallest side is 7. Okay, now what I'm about to show you only works if the number is odd, an odd number, the smallest side, right? It only works with an odd number. So we have this formula where we have an M and an S. The M represents the middle number, and the S is the smallest number of our Pythagorean triple. Okay, so we would do our S, smallest number squared, minus 1 divided by 2, will give us our middle number. So let's plug some numbers into that. 7 squared minus 1 over 2, that'll be 48 divided by 2, which will give us our middle number of 24. And you'd say, all right, the middle number is 24. Now we need to prove that that is correct. Okay, so we would then take our two numbers that we've got, substitute them into the formula that we have, the middle number and the smallest number. I'm going to use my calculator to figure out what they are. I'm going to find the square root of both sides, and I'm going to find out that my largest number is in fact a whole number. So the largest number is 25, and because all of those three numbers are whole numbers, I could say that the Pythagorean triple is 7, 24, 25. Okay. Now you might think, okay, that's useful, I guess, in terms of the fact that we started with one number and we figured it out. But is there a better way? Well, there kind of is. If you have two whole numbers, x and y, that follow this rule where x is greater than y, then the Pythagorean triple can be determined by these three expressions. 2xy, x squared minus y squared, x squared plus y squared. So if we say that, all right, well, x is 7 and y is 3, well, we can work out each of these, okay? All right, and we'll have a Pythagorean triple at the end of it. So 2xy will be 2 times 7 times 3, which is 42. X squared minus y squared, well, that'll be 49 minus 9, that'll be just 40. And our x squared plus y squared will be 49 plus 9, which will be 58. And so these three numbers right here should be a Pythagorean triple. Now we need to check that, of course. So we can do that with our right-hand side and our left-hand side, and they are equal. So we can say that they are indeed a Pythagorean triple. Okay, so Pythagorean triples are a nifty little thing that we can use if we have them turn up. We can do things a little quicker, and we can also find triples as well.